Peace, two fingers. ILBA. My name is TC, aka Johnny Clyde. You know, today I was talking to my coworkers. I get a lot of stuff from my coworkers, right? So when you hear me refer to them, it's because, I spend 8 hours a day with them and we talk about all kinds of stuff. But what amazes me about them is this, right? How, they stuck in the narrative of like 1995 or some shit, right? Because we was talking about, Section 8 housing, right? That government program. And they came out with that standard old line that we was fed back in the day about people not wanting to work and getting on Section 8 and having Section 8 pay their rent and they lazy and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, no. And they said, explain it to me. So I said to them, look, I'm a landlord. I have to charge $1,800 a month for my property to my tenant. I said, that's a lot of money if you're only making about $12 an hour. I said, you got to have some help. I said, the unemployment rate in this country is what, 4 or 5%? I said, if the unemployment rate get up around 6%, the politicians start using that number, as to weaponize the unemployment rate against each other. If the shit get up around 6%. But it's not. Now, keep in mind now, unemployment in the black community is always higher than it is in the general population. But unemployment in the black community is still probably, and I'm going to just take a guess and say about 8.5%, 9%. So that means, 90% of the people in the black community work. But they work in low-wage jobs. The average salary in this country is somewhere around $40,000, $50,000 a year. The average. But most people fall below average because most people working in shit like Amazon and Walmart. And we already know they don't pay no money. So how are you going to afford an $1,800 a month apartment? You're going to have to get subsidized. And then I told them, hell, the United States send money all over the world. All over the fucking world. Everybody hustling. Everything is a business. Subsidized by the United States government. I said, if I could, I'd get Section goddamn 8 too. Because what the hell? Everybody else can get, corporations getting welfare. Big businesses getting what, police departments are getting welfare, oil companies are getting welfare. Everybody can get welfare except for the poor people who really need it. Everybody can get a subsidy or a check or Section 8 except for the poor people who need it. The minimum wage in this country is still $7.25 fucking cent an hour. And they're talking about somebody being on Section 8 for a long time. And then I had to explain to them that Section 8 is supposedly for minorities. It's a minority program. But who are the minorities? White women. Everybody should know by now that white people take way more advantage of federal subsidies and give-outs than any other group of people, especially black people. We're on the bottom of that shit too. But we always got to be the face of the people, receiving the handouts. But it ain't us. But like all things negative, we got to be the face of it. All things negative, we got to be the face of it. But I told them, ain't nothing wrong with taking advantage of any hustle you could get from the United States government in 2024. I said, look down the line in Walmart. All the cashiers, they gone. I said, wait, because a couple of them are dating truck drivers. I said, wait till the driverless trucks really kick in. Your husband, what, 50 years old, 40 years old? He gonna be around to see his truck driving job get taken away by a driverless robot vehicle. That kind of shit is going on. Technology is taking over. And I told him what we need in this country, or what we're gonna wind up having at some point in the future. I might not be around to see it, but at some point in the future, you're gonna need a universal basic income. You're gonna need, in other words, you're gonna need Section 8 for everybody. You're gonna need Section 8 for every fucking body. You're gonna need all of that stuff that a lot of other countries already have. You're gonna need that shit here. You're gonna need socialized medicine. You're gonna need all kinds of socialized services from your government, because everything gonna be goddamn automated. Ain't nobody gonna need to work nowhere, but you still gonna have to take care of your citizens. So in order for people to be able to buy the shit that the machines make and take advantage of the services that the machines provide, you're gonna need a universal basic income. And that's what I explained to them this morning. And then when I got done, because I be preaching my ass off, when I got done, they said, now that I look at it that way, I said, yes, now that you look at it that way, that's the game that's really being played on you. And it ain't going to make a whole lot of a difference who is in the White House, because one of them going to give you something, and the other one going to come right behind you and take it away, or give you a little bit less of it. You just seen that happen. You got to think of what all of the shit that happened during the COVID pandemic. During the pandemic, you got to think of all of the shit that happened, all of the money that was pumped into the economy when people couldn't go out and work, and then how they pulled all that money back out of the economy just to keep people living at the same level. They give with one hand and take with the next. And it's surprising to me, but then again, maybe not. But I was going to say, it's surprising to me to see that people, in this day and age, haven't figured that out. But I can understand why they haven't figured that out, because they're too distracted with shit that don't make sense. You get 10 minutes of news on the nightly news every night, and the rest is bullshit. And don't nobody ever tell you how the system really works. All they tell you is, watch this new series that's coming out, and it'd be about some bullshit, and everybody go along thinking the same dumbass way, and nothing ever changes. And keep everybody scared. Everybody's afraid. That's why everybody toting guns. It's a crazy situation, but it's all by design. It's a crazy situation, but it's all by design. So if you can find you a hustle, a legal one now. I ain't telling nobody to go out and do nothing illegal and get caught doing dumb shit. If you're going to do wrong right. You feel me? But if you can find you a hustle and you can create an income stream from it, then you better do it. Even if oh, my dog behind me. Even if the hustle is from the federal government. You feel me? Even if the hustle is from the federal government. So Section 8 for everybody, goddammit. That's what I told them. Anyway, thank you to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate people coming by to check me out. I'm on my way to 1,000 subs, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to get there, but I'm going to just keep coming on here talking my shit, because, hey, what else I'm going to do? I'm retired. Y'all have a good one. Oh, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button on your way out. TC, and I'm out. Peace.